Here's a very interesting thing. Organizations say they want to innovate because it sounds nice. They want innovation. It sounds great, but the process isn't so nice. If one part of your organization is in innovation mode, they're breaking rules, it will naturally collide with the homeostatic environment that everyone seeks to create subconsciously. And as former Yahoo executive Salim Ismail says, there will be an immune system rejection to the new things that emerge. And this is something that makes innovation really hard to do, and it threatens to keep your company stagnant. Now, when it comes to culture, if we pull innovation apart from culture, creating cultures of anything is very challenging. It takes catalysts, engineers, and custodians. It takes thoughtful, deliberate work. And when it comes to a culture of innovation, it happens either through intentional design or generally calamitous disaster. But it's definitely not random, certainly not the types of cultures that you want. Think of innovation as an ecosystem where there are 6 primary inputs from my perspective. The first one is what I call risk-taking. You need positive deviants that are willing to fail through the risks they take, and the organizational patience is required to understand that it's the rich learning that drives innovation. So risk-taking is one. The next one is representation. This is diversity of thought, different perspectives that create a wide range of possibilities. And it creates a wicked clash and a fusion of creativity. And that fusion of creativity is exactly what helps those wide range of possibilities that lie in any opportunity. For example, Astro Teller, who leads Google's Moonshot Factory, pulls together different occupations, different ages, demographics, everything from nurses to artists to engineers that come together to tackle big problems. So if you want to create a culture of innovation, make sure that you have representation from different areas so you don't fall victim to the cognitive blinders that naturally come through bringing together specific subject matter experts. So risk-taking, representation. Next you have roles. Representation is only effective if the roles aren't clear. And there's great freedom within structure. And innovation only works if leaders put the time into engineering the relationships and the roles and the rules so that it reduces confusion and it fosters a sense of ownership and accountability within that innovation process. So next we've got rewards. Quite simply, what gets rewarded gets repeated. Now, on the dark side of this, you see the classic high-performing jerks that get bonused and rewarded. That's going to get repeated in your organization. But think about this concept when it comes to creating a culture of innovation. What gets rewarded gets repeated. And I don't necessarily mean money. If you reward only outcomes, then you risk forcing outcomes that may not be the best solution for you and your organization. If you reward learning, if you reward the fact that people are willing to kill projects that no longer show promise, then you get more active and effective innovation. So be very conscious of what you reward. The next R comes down to rituals. The more you ritualize innovation, the more it becomes an organizational habit. And one perspective on culture in general is culture is what happens when you're not around. So imagine you're the cultural engineer and the custodian of innovation. And you really engineer certain rituals to drive innovation. Then done right, these rituals continue whether you're in this space or not, whether you've left the organization or not. So the more you ritualize it, it becomes a habit. It creates the environment of innovation belonging inside your culture. So like awkward afterthoughts and shoehorning innovation into an agenda randomly just doesn't work. Ritualize it, repeat it, and done the right way, it becomes a critical part of your culture. The last one is resilience. Innovation is never a straight line. It just isn't. It's awkward. The same way that we talk about creating great leaders, it's like sausage. It's really messy in the making process, but everyone likes to experience a really great one after it's been processed the right way. And so think of innovation and resilience the same way. The day-to-day business of your organization, trying to figure out those challenges is hard enough. So think about the resilience required when you're working in the unknown. You're working on inventing the future of your business, and it's nebulous, and it can feel more often like failure than it does success. So continuing to exercise the muscle of resilience is critical to making that a habit inside your organization. So the word innovation, real innovation is far more than a buzzword or a one-time initiative. It's a level of fitness that results in dedication, patience, the willingness to evolve, and some very intentional engineering for the culture custodians. When you embrace these 6 R's the right way, then leaders can create an environment where innovation flourishes, where ideas are not just generated, but they're brought to life and there's traction made, and where every organization really wants to be at some point when you can sit in a room and you can transform those impossible outcomes into possibilities inside your organization. If you're a senior leader inside a stagnant organization, stop waiting for innovation to happen and create the conditions for innovation to occur. And if you need more guidance, check out the link on the 6 R's of innovation, because it takes intention, thought, and practice.